Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this is actually the 800th for the channel, so that all those of you that have been around for a while, I appreciate your continued support. So in this one we're looking at the BenQ ScreenBar. This is their alternative take on a lamp that's going to be for your PC usage, as most of them can often vary in colour of light, and a lot of general lamps don't give you a very good throw across the desk. You may get the occasional spot that's too bright, or you may get reflections from your monitor. This is a nice simple solution that goes on the top of your monitor to provide nice even light, which has also got some nice options for brightness and also colour temperature. Now personally for me, I used to have a lamp at the side of my desk when I had a much smaller desk. It did take up a lot of room, so something like this is really convenient for you guys in a smaller place, maybe a small bedroom or something like that, and you want to use a lamp. Also, another thing I found was having the monitors that were the glass fronts or a cheaper panel is just a nightmare for glare. So again, something else that's combated by this, which is nice. Now for those that are wondering, you still can use your webcam with this. It just simply goes on the top. So anyone that wants to use this, that may be a streamer or do Skype calls or anything like that that needs a webcam, then you can still use that, no problem at all. So there's just a few steps that are illustrated on the back of the packaging on how to set it up. I did it a little bit of a different way, but to be fair, it doesn't really make a difference how you do it. It's really quite simple. So opening up the box, you'll find obviously the light itself at the bottom. You've got a very nice heavy counterweight that's going to go on top of the monitor. You may think it may misbalance to begin with because it is so heavy, but don't worry about that. It goes on perfectly fine and there's no wobble or anything like that. Very secure and safe. You've got a micro USB cable that's a nice flat one. It's probably about 4 foot in length. And then obviously the bar itself. Going along the light itself, we've got a number of different controls. This is a part of a gloss finish. It would be quite nice if they could make it matte, but I get that being that it's touch controls, it may be a little bit more difficult to make it that colour. We'll go through the different controls on that in a minute as well. Then underneath you've got all the SMDs that will give you all the different variants of colour. So here I'm setting up the actual light itself. As I did say, I did it the other way to what the box said, but either way worked. It's really simple to do. I just put the cable on the light and then just kind of ran it all through, as opposed to clipping it in first, then putting the USB cable in, but it both did the same thing. It's then just a case of plugging it into a USB port. Like most new monitors have USB on board themselves, so you don't even have to use your PC. You can literally plug it straight into the back of your monitor, which makes it even more convenient. So now let's run you through how you operate this and what you can do with it. So the first is brightness. Simply tap this to go up and down in value. The next one we've got is the tone. This goes from 2700 to 6500K. Then the whiter light is going to keep you more awake, whereas the yellow is going to be more relaxing and calm. So obviously that's what you're going to use later at night. So further along we've got the auto dim feature. This will automatically change the lighting on the bar depending on your kind of surrounding light. If you don't want to use that, you can just manually control it and then it will stay put from there. And then finally we've got obviously the power on and off, which does what you'd expect, turns the bar on and off. So for the user that's adamant on using a desk lamp to light their surface and what they're doing, this is going to be a great alternative to make sure you don't get any glare. Even if you're using multiple setups, you don't get any reflective bounce onto separate monitors. It all stays exactly the way you want it on the mouse and keyboard, or maybe some other design projects you're doing if you're using a tablet, for example. They've taken all the faults that you would have from a normal desk lamp and just basically evaporated them. It sits perfectly on the top of the screen. It's not distracting. You don't have a big arm coming out to go across your work. It just sits out of the way. You don't have to worry about it. And the fact it's USB powered makes it even better as well. Now this also should help with headaches for people that need a bit of light but have maybe using a desk lamp prior to seeing this. This will be a nice alternative against bias lighting as well, which is a light that goes on the back of your monitor that displays colour against a wall. This basically offsets what's being displayed on the screen, which helps reduces the fatigue and eye strain. So this is something that you could use over that as well. And the ability to change the lighting colour as well is also key for working late at night. So you can go to bed without any of the blue light affecting your brain and keeping you more awake. You can easily put a nice yellow tone on there to make your brain more relaxed. So overall, I think this is a great product. I like how compact it is and the fact that it sits on top of the monitor out of the way is just a real nice bonus. You don't get any glare or anything like that, just perfect amounts of light with whatever brightness and colour temperature you like. Just a real great all-in-one solution. So I will leave a link for this in the description box below if you want to get one for yourself. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. A big thank you to BenQ for sending this out for me to review, and I'll see you all in the next one.